Good day, everyone. My name is Marge, and I am your moderator for today's panel discussion. For panel discussion, we will have a lively exchange of views and a code of ethics for professional teachers. For our house rules, each panelist will be given the maximum of 3 minutes to share his or her ideas about the topic. While the panelists share his or her views, the other panelists should not interrupt. So, to formally introduce to you all our panelists, we have Marge, Eleazar, Melly, and Leda Lynn. So, to first give her views about the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, we have Marge. Teachers describes the manner a teacher conducts inside and outside the classroom as well as in dealing with situations relevant to the practice of the teaching profession. According to Campbell 2010, that multiplied consciousness of the moral dimensions and obligations of coaching is important for each more suitable professionalism and greater significantly advanced practice. Secondly, that at the same time as a code of ethics might not strengthen the remaining path, so such consciousness it ought to be capable of make a contribution widely and definitely to a deeper exam of ethics in coaching so long as its boundaries are regarded and acknowledged. So in this sharing, you will be introduced to the different provisions that will guide you as a future teacher in your manner of dealing and relating with students, co-teachers, administrators, parents, and other stakeholders. Preamble. Teachers are duly licensed professionals who possess dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence. In the practice of their noble profession, they strictly adhere to, observe, and practice the set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. Section 1. The Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer quality education for all Filipino citizens, a vision that requires professionally competent teachers committed to its full realization. The provisions of this code shall apply, therefore, to all teachers in all schools in the Philippines. Section 2. This code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, and secondary levels, whether academic, vocational, special, technical, or non-formal. The term teacher shall include industrial art or vocational teachers and all other persons performing supervisory and or administrative functions in all schools at aforesaid levels, whether on full-time or part-time basis.
Article 2. The Teacher and the State. Section 1 states that the school are the nurses of the citizens of the state. Each teacher is a trustee of the culture and educational heritage of the nation and under obligation to transmit to learners such heritage as well as elevate national morality, promote national pride, cultivate love of country, instill allegiance of the Constitution, and respects all duly constituted authority and promote obedience to the laws of the state. And for the Section 2, every teacher of a school shall actively help carry out the declared policies of the states and shall take an oath to this effect. For the Section 3, in the interest of the states of the Filipino people, such as of his own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and morally fit. For the Section 4, every teacher shall possess and actualize full committed and devotion to the duty. For Section 5, a teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or partisan interest and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, require, collect, or receive any money, service, other valuable materials from any person or entity such as purposes. So the teacher will not receive direct a gift such as money, gift, and many more. And for the Section 6, every teacher shall vote, shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibilities. So the teacher shall maintain their composure and any other causes. So for the section 7, a teacher shall not use his position or official authority of influence to occurrence or any other person to follow any political courses of action. So the teacher will not tolerate any behavior that such he will be endorsing such political person. So for the section 8, every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have the privilege of sharing the product of his researches and investigation, provided that if the results are inimical to the declared policies of the states, they shall be shown to the paper authorities for the appropriate remedial action. So the teacher will give his or her research freedomly. So there are no significant law that hinder them from sharing their what they know and what they have been doing lately for the research papers. And for the Article 3, the teacher and the community. Section 1. A teacher is a facilitator of learner and development of the youth. He shall therefore render the best service by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. For the Section 2, every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movement for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. For the Section 3, every teacher shall merit a reasonable social recognition for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain from such activities such as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excess, much less illicit relations. So teacher will maintain their professionalism in such things, because they are teaching children in front of them and they become models. And for the Section 4, every teacher shall help the schools to keep the people in the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and tradition in order to have a sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. And Section 5, every teacher shall help the schools to keep the people in the community informed about the school's work and accomplishment, such as well as its needs and the problem. For the Section 6, every teacher is an intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership when needed, to extend counseling service and appropriate, and to actively be involved in matters affecting the welfare of the people. Section 7. Every teacher shall maintain unanimously and pleasant personality and official relationship with the other professionals, with the government officials, and with other people, individual and collectively. And for the Section 8, a teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worships as appropriate, but shall not use his position and other influences. For the Article 4, the teacher and the profession. Section 1, every teacher shall actively help ensure the teaching is the noblest possession, and shall not manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride in teaching as noble calling. For the Section 2, every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standard of quality of education, shall make the best preparation for the career of teaching, and shall be at his best at all times in the practices of his profession. For the Section 3, every teacher shall participate in continuing professional education (CPE) program of Professional Regulation Commission, and shall pursue such other studies as well, improve his efficacy, enhance the prestige of a profession and strengthen his competencies, virtue, and productivity in order to be nationally, internationally competitive. So the teacher may be join seminars and other stuff to improve themselves from teachings and learn more. And for the section 4, every teacher shall help if duly authorized to seek support for the school but shall not make improper misinterpretation through the personal advertisement and other questionable means. So the teacher are prohibited from doing his stuff and advertisement questionable means, which means the teacher are not allowed to do like you are just being a Karen here, like that. And for the section 5, every teacher shall use the teaching profession is in a manner that makes it dignified means for earning decent living.
Article 5. The Teacher and the Teaching Community. Section 1. Teachers shall at all times imbued with the spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another, self-sacrifice for the common good, and full cooperation with the colleges. When the best interest of the learners, the school, or the profession is at stake in any controversy, teachers shall support one another. Section 2. A teacher is not entitled to claim for work not of his own, and shall give the due credit for the work of others which he may use. Section 3. Before leaving his position, a teacher shall organize and leave to his successor such records and other data as necessary to carry on the work. Section 4. A teacher shall hold inviolate all confidential information concerning associates and the school, and shall not divulge to anyone documents which have not yet been officially released, or remove records from the files without official permissions. Section 5. It shall be the responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what may appear to be unprofessional and unethical conduct of any associate. This may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence for such conduct.
Section 5. It shall be a responsibility of every teacher to seek correctives for what appears to be unprofessional and unethical conduct of an associate. This may be done only if there is incontrovertible evidence such as conduct. Section 6. Teacher may submit to proper authorities any justiciable criticism against associate preferable writing without violating any right of the individual concerned. Section 7. A teacher may apply a vacant position for which he is qualified, provided that he respects the system of selection on the basis of merit and competency, provided further that qualified candidates are given opportunity to be considered.
Article 6. The Teacher and Higher Authorities in the Philippines. Section 1. A teacher shall make it his duty to make an honest effort to understand and support the legitimate policies of the school and the administration regardless of professional feeling or private opinion, and shall faithfully carry them out. Section 2. A teacher shall not make any false accusations or charges against superiors, especially under anonymity. However, if there are valid charges, he should present such under an oath to competent authority. Section 3. A teacher shall transact all official business through channels except when special conditions warrant a different procedure, such as when reforms are advocated but are opposed by the immediate superior, in which case the teacher shall appear directly to the appropriate higher authority. Section 4. A teacher individually or as part of a group has a right to seek redress against injustice and discrimination, and to the extent possible shall raise his grievances within democratic processes. In doing so, he shall avoid jeopardizing the interest and welfare of learners whose right to learn must be respected. Section 5. A A teacher has a right to invoke principle that appointments, promotions, and transfers of teachers are made only on the basis of merit and need in the interest of the service. Section 6. A teacher who accepts a position assumes a contractual obligation to live up to his contract, assuming full knowledge of employment terms and conditions. Article 7. School officials, teachers, and other personnel. Section 1. School officials shall at all times show professional courtesy, helpfulness, and sympathy towards teachers and other personnel, such practices being standards of effective school supervision, dignified administration, responsible leadership, and enlightened direction. Section 2. School officials, teachers, and other school personnel shall consider it their cooperative responsibility to formulate policies or introduce important changes in the system at all levels. Section 3. School officials shall encourage and attend to the professional growth of all teachers under them, such as recommending them for promotion, giving them due recognition for meritorious performance, and allowing them to participate in conferences and training program. Section 4. No school official shall dismiss or recommend for dismissal a teacher or other subordinates except for cause. Section 5. School authorities concerned shall ensure the public school teachers are employed in accordance with pertinent civil service rules, and private school teachers are issued contracts specifying the terms and conditions of their work, provided that they are given, if qualified, subsequent permanent tenure in accordance with existing laws, and provided further that they are duly registered and licensed professional teachers. Article 8. The Teacher and Learners. Section 1. A teacher has the right and duty to determine the academic marks and the promotion of learners in the subjects they handle. Such determination shall be in accordance with the generally accepted procedures of evaluation and measurement. In case of any complaint, teachers concerned shall immediately take appropriate action observing the process. Section 2. A teacher shall recognize that the interest and welfare of the learners are his first and foremost concern, and shall handle each learner justly and impartially. Section 3. Under no circumstance shall a teacher be prejudiced nor discriminatory against any learner. Section 4. A teacher shall not accept favors or gifts from learners, their parents, or others in their behalf in exchange for requested concessions, especially if undeserved. Section 5. A teacher shall not accept directly or indirectly any remuneration from tutorials other than what is authorized to such service.
Section 6. A teacher shall base the evaluation of the learner's work on merit and qualify of academic performance. In Section 7, in situation where mutual attraction and subsequent love develop between teacher and learner, the teacher shall exercise utmost professional discretion to avoid scandal and preferential treatment of the learner. Section 8. A teacher shall not inflict corporal punishment on offending learners nor make deductions from their scholastic ratings as punishment for acts where are clearly not manifestation of poor scholarships. In Section 9, a teacher shall ensure that conditions contributive to the maximum development of learners are adequate, and shall extend needed assistance in preventing or solving learners' problems or difficulties. Article 9. The teacher and parents. In Section 1, a teacher shall establish and maintain cordial relations with parents and shall conduct himself to merit their confidence and respect. In Section 2, a teacher shall inform parents through proper authorities of the progress of deficiencies of learners under him, exercising utmost candor and tact in pointing out learners' deficiencies, and in seeking parents' cooperation for the proper guidance and improvement of learners. And in Section 3, a teacher shall hear parents' complaints with sympathy and understanding, and shall discourage unfair criticism. Article 10. The teacher and business. In Section 1, a teacher has a right to engage, directly or indirectly, in legitimate income generation, provided that it does not relate or adversely affect his work. In Section 2, a teacher shall maintain a good reputation with respect to financial matters, such as in settlement of his just debts, loans, and other financial affairs. In Section 3, no teacher shall act directly or indirectly as agent of or be financially interested in any commercial venture which furnish textbooks and other school commodities, in the purchase and disposal of which he can exercise official influence, except only when his assignment is inherently related to such purchase and disposal, provided that such shall be in accordance with existing regulations. Article 11. The teacher as a person. Section 1. A teacher shall live with dignity in all places at all times. In Section 2, a teacher shall place premium upon self-respect and self-discipline as a principal behavior in all relationship with others and in all situations. In Section 3, a teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and others. In Section 4, a teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God or being as guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. Article 12. Disciplinary action. Section 1. Any violation of any provision of this code shall be sufficient ground for the imposition against the erring teachers of disciplinary action, consisting of revocation of his certificate of registration and license as professional teacher, suspension from the practice of teaching profession, reprimand or cancellation of his temporary or special permit under causes specified in Section 23, Article 3 or RA number 7836 and under Rule 31, Article 8 of the Rules and Regulations implementing RA number 7836.